Warren Buffett is worth over $150 billion. But here's the number nobody talks about. 99% of it came after his 50th birthday. He started at 11. 4 decades of brilliance later, he'd earned barely 1% of his eventual fortune. Was he slow? No. He was sitting on the most powerful engine in finance, one your brain physically cannot feel. In 10 minutes, you'll feel it. Two people, same job, same salary. One starts investing small amounts now. The other waits 10 years for the right time. By retirement, the first one doesn't end up 10% ahead for a 10-year head start. They end up with nearly double. That asymmetry breaks human intuition, and the price of not feeling it is measured in hundreds of thousands of dollars. So let's fix your intuition permanently. And stick around, because later I'll show you the one chart that made me restructure my own money. Quick test. A penny that doubles every day for 30 days. What's it worth at the end? Actually guess. Lock a number in. Day 10, $5.12. Nothing. Day 15, $163. Cute. Day 20, $5,000. You're 2/3 of the way through the month, and you have $5 grand. This is going nowhere, right? Day 30, over $10 million. Half of everything arrived on the final day. 99% arrived in the last week. The month did nothing. The ending did everything. Here's why you got it wrong. Your brain evolved to predict linear things. A walking animal, a thrown rock, straight lines. It has no hardware for curves that bend upward. Show compounding problems to trained mathematicians, and even they underestimate the answers. So if your brain literally can't feel this force, what else in your financial life is it getting catastrophically wrong? Hold that thought. You're not bad with money. You're running Stone Age prediction software in an exponential world. Remember that sentence? It explains almost everything about investing. Here's the actual machinery. When you invest, your money earns returns. Ordinary. Boring. But then something quietly changes. Those returns start earning their own returns. Then those earn returns. Layer on layer, each generation of money putting the last one to work. Watch what time does to $10,000 at 7%. 40 years, about 150,000. Now the same 10,000, with 60 years, 580,000. Look at that again. The last 20 years added almost 4 times everything the first 40 built. Time isn't an ingredient in this machine. Time is the machine. Buffett said it himself. The biggest thing about making money is time. You don't have to be particularly smart. You just have to be patient. Which means the early years of your life are the single most valuable financial asset you will ever own. Not your salary, your runway. And that raises the uncomfortable question. If the early years matter most, haven't you already missed it? Haven't you already lost? No. And this is the part almost every finance video gets wrong. Go back to Buffett's timeline. First million at 30. First billion at 56. If he'd retired at 60 like a normal person, you would never have heard his name. The legend was built almost entirely in what the rest of us call retirement age. The curve doesn't care when you board. It only cares that you stay on. Start at 40. Invest for 30 years. Your final decade alone still outproduces the first two combined. The real killer isn't starting late. It's the interruption. Cashing out in a crash. Pausing until things settle down. Borrowing against it. Every interruption doesn't pause the engine. It throws you back down the curve because you rob the exact years that do the heavy lifting, the last ones. So burn this in. Compounding forgives late starters. It never forgives quitters. And the bad appointment to the minute as star third invices foresee again. Now, the chart I promised you at the start. The one that changed how I structure my own money. Take $1,000. Invest it the day a child is born. Then do absolutely nothing. Never add a cent. By 18, it's about $3,400. By 40, $15,000. By 60, nearly $58,000. From 1,000 untouched. Now imagine that account gets topped up through childhood. The math says that child crosses their first million on autopilot before their parents even retire. Here's the wild part. This is no longer a thought experiment. As of this month, the United States is running it. For real. Every baby born since 2025 gets exactly this. $1,000 invested at birth by law. Whether that's genius or a beautifully wrapped tax trap depends on one clause almost nobody has read. That full story is coming on this channel very soon. Don't miss it. Next week, when you tap buy on a stock, your money never reaches the company. So, where does it go? We open up the market's machinery, brokers, middlemen, and the invisible fee you're paying on every free trade. If this video bent your intuition even slightly, subscribe. The compound engine exists to make you feel the machinery of money, not just know it. See you inside the engine.